Good morning. Saturdays are cool. I don't have to work. Yay. Welcome to part 3 of trying to find a sisterly villager. One of the previous videos showed you how to get rid of a villager that you want to get rid of. And as you can see here, Isabel did not come up because I've been time traveling back in order to keep the plot open. Remember, things switch over at 5 a.m. So if you set things back before you go to sleep, there's a really good chance, as long as you don't wind up in one of those glitch situations, there's a really good chance that your plot will remain open and you can continue your hunt. Let's just check and make sure that the plot is indeed still open before running off. And it is, as you can see down at the bottom left, we still have an open plot, which is a cool thing. So let's go inside, grab some more Nook mileage tickets, and start looking again on the Mystery Islands for our sisterly villager that I don't already have on another island. It is kind of a challenge to do that, just because I have 5 of what I think are the best sisterly villagers already. So I don't want to pick up any of those, which is extremely frustrating because Phoebe showed up twice, and I love Phoebe, but I already have Phoebe, so, you know, lots of cognitive dissonance going on there in saying no to Phoebe. So let's grab some more Nook mileage tickets and get ready to go. I kind of feel bad for poor KK Slider because, you know, until I find a sisterly villager, he's going to be sitting out there playing. Poor guy. Good morning, Orville. I still think that's chocolate at the end of his beak. Okie doke, let's see who we got here. Looks like a monkey. Nope, I am not doing monkeys. Do not like monkeys. No, 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 no monkeys. I do wish we had a one button go to the next mystery island. But until we have that, my poor thumbs will get a workout. I want the fossil. Pardon me while I grab yet another fossil. Oh, is that who I think it is? Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Okay. Let's go over and say hi. I really like Diana, but she's not a sisterly. This is difficult whenever I find somebody that I would really love to have on my island, but they're not a sisterly, and it's frustrating. Ah, bah humbug. Gotta say no to you, Diana. As I reluctantly leave. Yes, I can get the amiibo eventually. I'm very jealous of people that find who they're looking for right away. I find that exceedingly unfair. Sadly, it seems to be the nature of random numbers, I guess. Okie dokie. Who do we have here now? Oh, what a cute sheep. I don't think it's the right sheep, though. It's Dom! Another one of those that I really like and would love to have on the island. How strong is my will to get a sisterly? I guess that's the question. Because Dom would be really cool. Yeah, go survive, Dom. I will sadly leave you as well. Sad, sad, sad. Stop giving me good villagers, Nintendo. Stop it. Just give me a sisterly I can tolerate. Please, please. Bummer. Bummer, bummer. There have been a couple of villagers that have come up more than once on these now 3 sets of hunts. Of course, they're the wrong, in quotes, villagers. And I am kind of struggling trying to figure out whether this is easier or more difficult than just letting the plot randomly fill and getting an amiibo. But as it is now, here we are. Oh, an interesting kangaroo. Well, let's go say hi to the kangaroo, even though it's not as sisterly, and I can tell. Hello, kangaroo. Say hi. Walt, the kangaroo. Cool. I didn't know there were any kangaroos that didn't have joeys in their pockets, but I guess Nintendo is still working on some kind of a binary construct where only female presenting kangaroos have joeys. Don't necessarily like that. Well, that doesn't look like a sisterly village either. What do we got there? Ah, it's alligator or crocodile or whatever. Not on my list. Next. Oops. Gotta choose the right thing or I'm not going anywhere. Yes, we are positive, Wilbur. Very positive. Let's go. Orville and Wilbur in their cute little blue and white seaplane. Cutest thing ever. Oh, lion, do not want. Go away. Don't like lions in this game. They kind of remind me of like beatniks from the 60s, you know? Not that I dislike beatniks, I just don't like the way that they are in this game. It's kind of hard to explain. But between them and monkeys, I don't like either lions or monkeys in this game. Kind of cute, but not a sister lake. Oh, this is getting tedious. At this point, I'm almost willing to accept a sisterly I already have. I don't think this one's going to be fruitful either. Nope. The wrong pig. Certainly take Agnes in a heartbeat, but that's not Agnes. I see a lot of people online who are searching for their one true dreamy, and most of the time it's like a Raymond or a Marshall, and they go through hundreds and hundreds of tickets trying to find that one true dreamy. I can certainly understand that. Back when amiibos were hard to get, or because you can't get an amiibo for certain villagers, unless that's changed lately and nobody told me. I do try to keep up, but there are things that happen on Animal Crossing that I don't know. I mean, hard to believe, right? But yeah, it's the absolute truth. So if I'm having this much trouble finding a sisterly, and I'll accept a good 10 of them, I can only imagine the difficulty people have looking for that one true dreamy. That's a tiger. Tigers don't have any sisterhoods. Next island. And off we go. Who is this little cub? Let's see. Let's see. Probably the wrong one, but we'll just say hi. Ah, Maple. Another dreamy that people really like, but not a sisterly. Oh well. Nice to meet you, Maple. See you later. Now I did switch back our switch time so that I would have plenty of time in this hunt, so I don't have to worry about a switch over and auto-filling of the plot. But it's certainly something that I don't want to have to keep doing day after day and doing Groundhog Day with Animal Crossing. It certainly isn't something I'm going to want to do, so I will give up at some point. Oh, another one I like. So I'll just say hi to Bruce. Hello, Bruce. But yeah, at some point I'm going to give up and allow the plot to be auto-filled and write an amiibo for who I want. Which means I'll have to pick, which is never easy when you have several villagers that might be cool. But it's all good. Better too many choices than not enough choices. Since it is so time-consuming to get rid of a villager, it's kind of important to pick a good one when you have your choices. Oh, this might be a repeat. No, it's not. Alice. Sad to say the koalas kind of, the female koalas that are the same color, they kind of all look alike to me. So I have to check and see who it is. But Alice is not a sister. So goodbye, Alice. Okay, who do we have here? That is not a sisterly. It's a little green mouse thing. No, I don't want a little green mouse thing. Nope, nope. Come on, Wilbur. Take me to a place with a sisterly villager, please. Haven't kept track of how many NMTs we've used for this. But we still don't have that sisterly villager I need. In retrospect, I should have just taken Phoebe, even though I have her on another island. And if she pops up again, that's probably what I'll do. Just because I'm getting tired of the hunt. It's a squirrel. Don't have any squirrels on the list. That was easy. Next island. Okie dokie. What do dodos do? Aha. Let's get another fossil. Why not? Use fossils to gift my... Ah, it's a monkey! Ah, I forget what I was saying. Run away from the monkey. No monkey. Do not want a monkey. Run away from the monkey. I don't know. You know, it's just a visceral thing with me and this monkeys. And I dislike them even more than I dislike lions in this game. So. If you're a monkey watching this, sorry. Let's get the fossils. Anyway, I give fossils to my villagers because it gives you some good friendship bonuses, and they don't put them in their houses or wear them and look like dorks. One of my outies was given a jester outfit by one of the other villagers, and it looks awful. So I'm not going to give her anything that looks awful. I like Outie. I'd much rather she doesn't look awful. Who are you, little thing? Olive. Interesting. I haven't heard a lot about Olive, although I know that Olive is not a sisterly. Next. Hunting kind of is a good way to be able to check out some of the other villagers and see if you like them. At least like their looks, I guess. You never really know about a villager until they move in, and hope they don't start fighting with your other villagers and causing all kinds of strife and trouble and arguments, and just like real life, right? At least here you get to punt them. If anyone has ideas for what you'd like to see me stream in Animal Crossing, or try to teach or talk about, please let me know. I'd like to provide interesting content as much as possible. Now, I've got to admit, I don't know a lot about these penguins. Let's see who this penguin is. Text the penguin, how interesting. Okay, I don't think fate brought us together. I think a random number generator brought us together. But hey, you know, who am I to talk? You're not a sisterly. I'm leaving you here. Goodbye, penguin. Bye, Pengy. Okie dokie. Next island. And what shall we find on this island? Kind of sad they closed that loophole on previous Mystery Islands where you could chop down all the trees and stuff and wind up full of tarantulas or scorpions. Who are you, chicken? Benedict. Benedict. Eggs Benedict. Just what I've always wanted. Except you're not sisterly. You're not even female, so you don't lay eggs. What good are ya? Go away, chicken. Gotta say, the names here are pretty creative. Very, very, very cute. Like one of the chickens that is on the sisterly list. Plucky. Plucky the chicken. I have parrots instead of chickens, and none of them want to be called Plucky. Wilbur, I'm gonna start beating you with a net if you don't take me to islands where there are sisterlies. And that ain't one, but I'm gonna grab the fossil anyway. Fossil. So where's the survey? You know, after you travel anywhere, you get a survey from the airline. How did we do? I'd certainly like to fill one out for this airline. Saying, you're not taking me where I need to go. Take me to a sisterly, you guys. You're driving me nuts. It's getting kind of boring here. 43 minutes so far. Come on, you guys. Give me a sisterly. You're not a sisterly either. You're a cow thing. And you're orange. I'm kind of allergic to that color these days. I don't think anybody on the sisterly list is orange. Hazel's a little bit orange, but I don't really like Hazel. But yeah, the only one that's really kind of orangey is Hazel, and well, maybe Canberra a little bit, but They're not truly orange. Is that Plucky? I think it's Plucky. It's Plucky! It's a sisterly. It's a sisterly I don't have. Chicky Poo? Yeah, we're gonna take Plucky. We're gonna take Plucky. No, I want you to come with me, Plucky. No, 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 no. You're not running away. Yes, come to my island. All right. I have a sisterly. Although, you know, I'm going to have to give her a lot of fossils so that she stops using that Chicky Poo thing. But that's okay. We got ourselves a sisterly for Scaros. Yay! Hooray, hooray! Alright, so I'm going to stop the stream here. And then probably start up an island tour a little bit later on today. But hooray, we have our sisterly. And I'm going to switch back to normal time. Might as well show you how to do that while I'm here. In case you don't know, in case you haven't seen any of my other videos on how to do this time travel thing. So the first thing that you do is save where you are. Oh, wait a minute. No, before we do that, I want to check and make sure that the plot says sold. Because I really want to double check and verify. It looks it is. And let's check the name. Oh, hi, DuBois. You got Cherry. I love Cherry. Yep, it's Plucky's new home. Yeah, I really love Cherry. I've got Cherry on another one of my islands. I've got 6 total, I'm sorry. And I wanted to find a sisterly that I didn't already have. So, you know, but if Cherry came up, it would be very difficult to say no to Cherry, just like it was really hard to say no to Phoebe. I really like Phoebe. So, you know, the ones that I have on the other islands, I've got Fuchsia, who I really like. Cherry is mentioned. Muffy is really kind of interesting. I like her goth look, and she is a kind of interesting character. Phoebe, she's a little bit standoffish, I think, and I'm still trying to get her photo. You know, I've had her for maybe a month now, and I've been trying kind of hard to get her photo, and it just hasn't been easy. I've had Rocket in the past, and Rocket is just meh. Rocket wasn't very thrilling. I have Renee on another island, the horse rather than Renee the rhino. They both sound the same, even though they're spelled different. Renee the horse, I like her too. She's really pretty cool. Have not had the rhino, so I wouldn't know. But I would have taken anybody on this list that I didn't already have, except I've got a friend who has Charlize. Didn't really like Charlize, so I'd like to kind of stay away from her. Rocket, I wasn't thrilled with. I really wouldn't want Rocket. And I don't want Sherry because I got this thing against monkeys. I don't like monkeys. I don't like monkeys in this game. Monkeys in real life, they're fine. I really would not mind a monkey. But, and Cat, Cat's on the list of sisterlies, but she kind of looks like a vampire to me. Now, I would have taken her, obviously, but, I don't know. I would have to get used to her look there. Pashmina, I've had Pashmina before. I liked her. I let her go at one point. I can't even remember why, but I did. I let her go at one point. I was open to a lot of them, but it did take 3 very long and kind of tedious searches. But we finally got Plucky. I can't say I'm totally thrilled about a chicken, but this will be my first chicken, and I'm certainly willing to give the chicken a chance. And it is Saturday, so at least I'm on the right day. I'm just running this a few hours early because I kept setting things back so that I wouldn't lose the plot. But I can do a couple of checks around the island while we're here. Hand out some gifts. Do I have any gifts? Yeah, I've got some gifts. Hand out some gifts. Show you around the island a little bit before I take a break and do things that are not related to Animal Crossing. I mean, do I have a life outside of this? I don't know. Now, of course, Kid Cat calls me Goddess, and I think all of my villagers are kind of alcoholic on this island because they're always asking for wine. I just don't understand. Oh, the thing about this is I forgot that I really can't give out gifts right now because it's still the same day because I've had to repeat the day several times in order to make sure that the plot stayed open. So there are only a few villagers I haven't given gifts to. But I am making a new, I cleared out an area and am making a new art gallery. So, you know, if you'd like to see that, I can show what I'm doing with the art gallery. Now, the interesting thing, I think interesting anyway, about this art gallery is that all of the art here, except for the stuff where you don't have an option, is fake. I want to see if I get any of that haunted, spooky stuff that changes, which I think is really funny. But yeah, I'm growing some random flowers here around everything, and I thought an art gallery would be fun. It's a little hard to navigate still. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna solve that. But I have way too many flowers on this island, so I have to figure out what to do about that. And I got this huge diner on the 3rd level. I'm not one that really goes in for everything has to be the same color and it all has to match. As you can tell. I mean, I like to mix the red and the green here. The yellow I'm going to swap out eventually because who needs a yellow toaster in a red and green diner? But yeah, I built this really big diner and threw random objects in there, and of course a T-Rex, because what's a diner without a T-Rex, right? I think one of the other things I really like about this particular island is its Egyptian section. Of course, we've got Anka who lives here, got a dung beetle and a scarab beetle over here. Found some nice hieroglyphs online. I certainly do not have the modifications to attempt to make hieroglyphs in my set of custom designs. So I tried to make sort of a pyramid to the house here. I did make this tile. I thought it looked kind of Egyptian. The thing that does drive me really kind of crazy about Animal Crossing here is it's almost impossible to line things up and center them appropriately in a lot of cases, especially when we're talking about our staircases and houses and things, and it's just so frustrating. But I'm working on the Egypt house. I mean, I've got a lot of work that I need to do on the Egypt house, and I should get to that, but I also have a real house that I kind of need to deal with. Oh, just noticed that you followed Dubois. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate follows. Okay, so I realize here that, there's a lot of cultural appropriation going on in that the floor here is Mayan. It's not Egyptian, but it really looks good. So it's kind of difficult to try to keep to a more pure set of things that remain in the right genre. But you do what you can with the tools that you have, I think. And, not wanting to offend anyone, but I think it looks good. So I'm good with this room the way that it is, but the other rooms that I'm setting up are really kind of in process. I'll say in process. For example, I threw the bed in here. I thought that it would be good, but, what the heck is a kimono doing in an Egyptian room? And Luna's bed is not quite the right aesthetic, but we try hard. And one of the things that I love about Animal Crossing is that you run in the sand and it leaves footprints. It's so cool. Okay. Also starting to build the spa in here. Yeah. And this time at least the walls and the floor match, right? Now I don't know what culture has the golden toilet, except, certain US type crazy cultures. I guess it's called the culture of gaudy. Yeah, I would look askance at people in real life that have golden toilets, but I don't know how I'd feel if I walked into a real life bathroom and found these kind of boiling kettle things in there. I'd probably be very frightened. The hot tub, though, that's pretty cool. I'll take the hot tub. I don't think I have anything in this room. Gotta try to recall. Oh, I got a floor. I like this floor. This floor's pretty cool. Nothing else. It's got a window. Pyramids didn't have windows, so I probably should fix that at some point. And up here, didn't have a lot else to do at the moment. Why do I have the anatomical model up here? Because they took stuff out of people in order to mummify them. Now, yeah, it's kind of a tenuous relationship between the anatomical model and mummies, but yeah, I'm working on it. Maybe a picture of Lucky would be helpful. I do not have Lucky on this island. I have Lucky on another island. Love Lucky. Lucky's really cool. And this is just a dark room with fireworks. Fireworks came from China, not from Egypt. I know. but I thought it was cool while I was looking for, a more appropriate wall space there. But yeah, that's the beginnings of the Egyptian house. But really, if folks have anything that they'd like to see how I did on any of my islands, have questions about Animal Crossing that I can answer, or suggestions for what I should talk about in stream, they will be more than welcome. I do also like on this island my museum entrance, and this took forever. Lots of terraforming. 2 layers of the terraforming here with the Nova lights and the shell lights. At night it looks pretty good. I do have a couple of, let me see. Yeah, I've got some fossils to check, so might as well do that while we're here. Poor Blathers. Wake him up all the time. Poor guy. Here, check out the fossils. Now you can tell that my museum is not finished on this island because Blathers asked for donations. Once you're finished, Blathers no longer asks you for donations. I have finished the fossils in the fossil section of the museum, and I finished the art in this museum, but I have not finished the bugs, and I have not finished the fish. Working on it. About it for cool stuff on this island, except possibly for this shopping mall here that I created with my favorite store here, the Lou Fixer. Good thing I looked here because fossil. Let me just grab that and pull up those weeds. Every time I think I'm done, I see something else. Go figure. Multiply that by 6 islands and I spend a lot of time on Animal Crossing. Okay. Over here we've got a primitive eBay called Kyle's Crap. Dr. Bones. Dr. Bones sells fossils. The Meh Gym. It's not a good gym. It's not a bad gym. It's just kind of meh. Weird Ass Clothes, with one of the favorite t-shirts I've ever seen that I obviously stole. Cats, Coffee, and Satan. I really don't know if Satan likes coffee, but I sure as heck do. Let me grab that other fossil there. Fossil. Fossils, I don't even bother to cover over the holes because they just cover over themselves the next day. We'll do some cleanup here. This is the second island I set up, and a lot of stuff that was random because I was just trying to figure out what I was doing in Animal Crossing. So there's a lot of weird stuff everywhere. DIYs. I do not have all of the DIYs for this island. There's one island I have where I have all of the DIYs. Well, I already know this one. And I already know this one. So both of those are going to go in my freebies. I hate the fact that the game counts DIYs as clutter and brings down your rating for it. I think we should all have DIYs, all have freebie DIYs. This is where I just threw some stuff. I think I buried some sticks there because my pockets were full and I needed to get rid of stuff really quick and grab something. It was probably a balloon or something coming over. But I'll just drop these here DIYs in this section here. Couple of wishes I have for the game besides being able to go from Mystery Island to Mystery Island more quickly. I certainly would love to have more space for custom designs. You know, especially when some of your custom designs take up so much space, like, you know, some of the path. I guess that's like 9 or more different custom designs that are taken up. That really kind of puts a crimp in what else you can have. I use this transparent one to keep my flowers in check, and also it's really useful to build rock gardens. And I have a tutorial on rock gardens that I recorded last week that's up. The way that I use this, I'll show you really quickly. If you change the transparent design to, for example, something in red, you just choose the red here, go to the X to select your tool, pick Fill All, click Done, save it by confirming, and then when you look at what's on your island, you will see that everywhere that you put down transparent path is now bright red. So you can tell where there are gaps, where there are holes, where you've accidentally kicked away your pattern. So if you want to put down more flowers, if you want to build a rock garden and make sure that the rocks don't spawn somewhere they shouldn't, turn it all to red, check where you have holes, patch the holes, and then start spawning your rocks. I've made a lot of changes lately in flowers and the like, so that's why there are so many holes. And I accidentally, for example, if I'm trying to pick something up and I hit the wrong key, you wind up erasing your pattern very, very easily, just like that. Unlike your real path, when you hit Y in the same way, the paths that were provided by Nintendo do not erase. A lot of people already know this, but I repeat it in case you're new to the game. To switch back and go back to transparent, it's quite simple. Back to your custom designs, pick it, select Change Design, go to your palette, choose Transparent, which is the one on the end, go to X to select your tool, fill all, plus for done, plus for confirm, and we're back to an island that doesn't look like red rum, red rum. Okay. So that's the island of Skyros. I'm going to cut the feed and actually do something about my real life house that I've neglected while playing Animal Crossing instead. And who wouldn't? Animal Crossing is a lot more fun than cleaning your kitchen. But, you know, part of growing up and being an adult means cleaning your house, especially since Thanksgiving's coming. And, it's nice to have a clean house then. So anyway, please drop me a line. Tell your friends. Give me a follow if you're up to it. And let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to see. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. See ya.